think about ERP in the modern sense, truly many businesses, big and small, have looked to ERP to help them drive efficiency, to help them grow, to better serve their customers. And when we think about that from a tech debt perspective, we look at companies that perhaps haven't leveraged ERP as ones that are perhaps not able to grow fast enough or to integrate companies that they buy. And the technology is custom or it's holding them back.
We had numerous silos of information where every department did their own thing. We didn't really have data that was related to each other in the system. So tremendous amounts of duplication of effort that went on in the company. So when we had a chance to embrace Epicor, we saw a great opportunity to start significantly reducing clerical work and then start making intelligent business decisions by putting the product in place.
We had several homegrown applications. They were very customized for us and they worked well, but they were all disconnected basically. So if somebody needed a report, for example, it would have to go through IT. We get them some data from here, and they would bring it into a spreadsheet and have to spend hours massaging the data in there.
We've got 4 different companies set up in Epicor, so I can easily go back and forth between companies. I can look at each company's individual accounts receivable listings and AP listings and stock status reports. A lot of systems can deal with the hey, I'm just going to resell this product. They don't do a good job on the project side, whether that be the manufacturing of the product or the accumulation of all the costs. I have used a bunch of different SaaS ERP systems. I found them to be more cumbersome than the Epicor system. I like the setup of the Epicor system. It's easy to use. It's easy to flip back and forth between modules.
As far as the scheduling system that we've utilized for many decades, it helps us to make good decisions about what to outsource and what not to outsource. We also have a tool called the Product Configurator that's been very useful to us in terms of providing accurate quotes. Another one that maybe doesn't help drive revenue so much, but it's the maintenance module that's within Epicor. One of the key things what that product does is helps you to make better decisions when you're going to procure new equipment, because one of the key things it does provide is what are your costs in terms of how much have you spent on it and how much time your maintenance personnel have spent working on it.
They had a consultant come in right at the beginning of the project, did a little interview and gave some recommendations. They provided posters for us to post around to just help people to know that it was coming, and they would recommend things like town hall meetings, so we did those regularly, so that way we were keeping everybody informed about the changes and doing training as well as we got closer to go live. We went live and we had some things that we put off until after go live, so we had a list of those things and we continue even now. We've been live for a year and a half, a little more than that. We're looking at things like AP automation. We spend a lot of time just entering AP invoices into the system, so we'd love to be able to automate that process.
The other thing Epicor really helps us with is understanding the true costs of our product. I can tell, up to the minute how many hours or minutes a person has spent on a specific project. So at the end of the project, we're able to add up all those costs, all of that labor, and get our true cost of that product.
To be able to take all the information from multiple companies and then aggregate it so we can make a lot better decisions about production scheduling. We can make a lot better purchasing decisions. We can start leveraging the volumes that we have in terms of steel and other major components that are critical to our product. Where SixS will come into play is they'll be showing us best practices for doing that and giving us some guidance on the steps involved to get there.
You can't think about investing in technology as something that's just going to reduce your earnings and your profits. You have to be changing the paradigm and how it can help you future-proof, future-ready, and ultimately outperform your competition and increase the value of your business.
We've added each one of our subsidiaries onto Epicor so that we can understand and get the same information for all of our companies. We found that the implementation of that has been pretty easy, and I would recommend that anybody that's trying to understand their business better, understand their costs, and make decisions in real time, take a look at Epicor. It's Epicor ERP. It's like I said, an easy system to use. It's fully integrated. We've used SixS to assist us in a bunch of our implementations, and we found them to be very professional and timely.
We definitely couldn't have implemented Epicor without the help of SixS. I would recommend Epicor and SixS Partners.
Our relationship with SixS Partners has evolved to the point where, honestly, it's like we're friends with many of the people that work on the staff there. If I've got a small question sometimes, I always feel very comfortable sending an email, and I always get a timely response. Like I said, we're friends and partners in business, and they're always there for you when you need them.